Hey, hi guys. Between for the GED, what would be the advantages of also including a technical design document, or would you actually include specifics of a technical design document inside of a GDD, or would that really convolute the GDD too much? Like, do you keep it more artful and to the point and succinct in the GDD, or could you expand to say the technical aspects of your game inside of the GDD if you wanted to?
As the technical artist, I guess I can answer this question. Um, the GDD is going to include the technical document. The technical document, most of the time, is going to be done by the programmer, and then it gets included to the game design document, because the game design document needs to include all the steps, all the way from concept to design story elements, character backgrounds, and even stuff that does not get automatically included for public view. So it includes background of your characters, what your characters evolve, um, character progression, and how that translates to the programming side using the technical document. So yes, the game design document does include those two things. Um, the separation becomes where you're going to put it in the document. Usually what we tend to do is we have the design process at the beginning, technical document at the end.
Okay, so it's like a mid-development type thing that you would include later,
Yeah.
not necessarily at the beginning.
Usually, I think a technical director has to be involved from the very beginning, because it's very easy for me to have an idea of wanting to have this character jumping from, platform to platform, but then he'll come in and bring me back to reality and say, well, it's not going to be that easy. So it's very important to keep him looped in from the get-go. He might not necessarily be writing part of the document, but he is part of the creation process to figure out how to actually write the code for what we want to do.
Yeah, some programmer designers have some crazy ideas that may not translate to easy code. So yes, I have to put it back down to earth.
Constantly me. I
I can
constantly have this huge ideas.
I can give you an example. Actually, during one of the games we were making, um, I believe it was Fire Truck Rescue that we were making, and I work closely with Juan since he's RTD when I'm making the GDD, and when we're discussing game mechanics, a lot of times what would happen is I'll be like, okay, Juan, can we make the truck do this, this, and this? And mind you, this is for a mobile app game, so there are limitations in terms of the gestures and the screen controls and everything, because it needs to be playable on the phone, right? And I'm going through this list with Juan, and Juan's like, okay, I didn't realize we were making this for a super Xbox computer with like 27 buttons. So he's like, no, tone it down, simplify. So it's very good to actually communicate with your programmer, with your lead programmer or anything like that, because they understand in depth what it would take to code those mechanics, and a lot of times they are the moderator for you, because us as artists or designers, when we're designing a game, we have like these crazy ideas going in our heads, and it's limitless. We want to touch the sky, we want to wow everybody, but you have to also work within your means and work within your resources. So it's really good to actually team up always with your programmer and just bounce back ideas with each other as you're making this game design document, because you're going to be able to flesh out your game mechanics a lot better and a lot more realistic to what you can achieve at the moment. Because if there's only 2 or 3 of you on a team doing something that may take you 6 years to finish, you may lose motivation because it's taking so long. So it's always good to simplify your mechanics so that you can finish your game, your very first game earlier and release it, because that's going to motivate you to go more complex, you know?